What's good, YouTube? It's King Brill coming back at you again with another video, and today we're talking about getting trims and cutting your hair. For those of you looking at this video, yes, I just cut my hair. Y'all thought I cut it all off, didn't you? But a lot of you guys been asking me about this subject. Should you get trims, and do they make your hair grow? Split ends, dead ends, what are they? How often should you get trims? How often should you cut your hair? How can I tell if I need to trim my ends? I'm answering all of these questions coming up. Stay tuned.
That's why I'm the king round.
Whoever ain't with this, don't even ask me for that.
Right.
First off, why should you get trimmed? So if you were to neglect your hair, it will affect your entire hair strand, but it affects the youngest and the oldest part of your hair strand in two totally different ways. See, the youngest part of your hair strand is where the growth comes from. So when you neglect this part, your growth stops. However, the oldest part of your hair is at the very ends. This is the weakest part of your hair. I want you to imagine a 65-year-old citizen when you look at this part of your hair. What happens here when you go to sleep without a bonnet on, this part of your hair literally splits into two different pieces of hair. So these two pieces split, and this split gets bigger and bigger and bigger. This split, once it touches the root, then this part of your hair would just fall out. You better pray that something grows back in its place. Split ends are just like LeBron in the playoffs. There's nothing you can do to stop it, but there are a lot of things you can do to minimize their effect. When you have a split end, you regularly get trims to cut this part off. So now it looks just like this, and it continues to grow to this length without getting split ends. This is why people get trimmed. In the long term, it does help your hair grow very fast. In the short term, not so much. Do you qualify for a trim? Let me give you guys some advice. This is just advice. You don't have to listen to it. It's all on you, all right? I'm not a professional, but I got hair. You can do what you want. If no piece of hair on your scalp is as long as one of your 5 fingers, then your hair is too short for you to care about getting a trim. If you just started growing your hair out last month, man, do not worry about a trim. It will not make your hair grow any faster. Wait about 6 to 8 months. Then you should really start looking at how much damage you have and if you should consider getting a very small trim. I've been growing my hair for about 1 year and 2 months, and it looks very short because of shrinkage, and I just got a trim at my 1 year mark. How to know if you need a trim? If you take a piece of your hair and pull it down, if your hair is very thick right here and very, very, very thin right here, then you probably have split ends. This is a small picture of what having split ends looks like. Now, I don't want you guys to go grab scissors. I highly suggest you getting a beautician or somebody that does hair for a living to, really analyze it. Don't go to the person that gives Boosie fades for a living about cutting, trimming your ends. If you don't consider yourself advanced, go to a salon or go to a professional or somebody that has a lot of hair experience. Shorty that do hair around the corner to let her blow dry your hair and then to trim your ends. In conclusion, if you are doing all of the little things right, meaning deep conditioning your hair, washing your hair, detangling your hair, sleeping with protection on your hair, moisturizing your hair, then you probably won't have to worry about getting trims more often than once a year. Guys, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you leave them down below in my comment section. Subscribe, click the bell. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at _KINGBRIL. I want you to comment know your worth down below if you have one of these, and only some of y'all are gonna have some of these. So if you got one of these, comment down below, know your worth. If you really want your hair to be popping, you guys can purchase your Rich Royals deep conditioner down below in the bio. This is the only deep conditioner that I use. One last thing, you guys, make sure you follow my other channel, King Brill's Castle. That channel, I think I'm gonna make my vlog channel. Peace.